Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a load, from sideline jokes to post-match tales, all the big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Ahoy, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah!
Wasted world of sports, eh?
Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
Ahoy!
He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Ahoy, Wasted World of Sports. How's everybody doing? And welcome to your Super Saturday, kicking things off here with the Rugby League. I wasn't going to do this game, but I've just got a feeling we could be in for a little bit of a shock. Just quietly. Could be a very interesting one indeed, because this is a banana skin game for the New Zealand Warriors. We talk about banana skin games a fair bit. For those who don't know, I'm assuming that you all do, but just for those that don't know, when we reference a banana skin game, we are, of course, talking about a game that a team is expected to win, but it could still prove to be a little tricky. And that is exactly what we've got here. This could be potentially a tricky one for the Warriors. Look, I'm expecting them to get the win, but that's exactly it, isn't it? That's what makes it a banana peel. But anyways, ahoy there, Hannah. Welcome along over there on TikTok. Thank you very much for liking the stream. Over on YouTube, we've got Emmanuel Vincent, Alloy, Elikana, ahoy there. Cumbrian McKem, ahoy mate. Somtash, or Somstar, sorry. Somtash, Somtar, ahoy mate, welcome along. Casino Life. Ah, how good is the casino, by the way? Some of the stories I could share, but I won't because we'll save those for another time. Reed Nichols, ahoy mate, how are you going? Natalie Green, ahoy. Blake, ahoy mate, who do I think will win tonight? Dolphins or the Knights? I say the Dolphins. Although this is the strongest team that the Knights have put together all season long. Could be an interesting one. Unfortunately, I won't be able to cover it because we've got the Super Rugby coming up after this. Mel, thank you very much for the rose over there on TikTok. I appreciate that. Hang on, is it Mel or May? I still haven't established that, have I? Very small on my screen, so it could be an L or it could be an I. But either way, thank you very much for... Oh, May. Okay. May, thank you very much for the rose over there on TikTok and for the clarification of the pronunciation. Campbell Hosey, you have Metcalf anytime. Nice. I thought about it. I really did. This game was a tough one in terms of building a same-game multi. I thought about Metcalf, but I wanted to go Halasima last week. I didn't. I regretted it. Or maybe not last week, but yeah, it would have been last week. Last game anyway. That Halasima got a try. Regretted not putting him in, so I do have to put Halasima in on this occasion. That means that Metcalf had to make way. Or Witeni Selesniak could have made way, I suppose. But we joke about it all the time. We talk about how the Warriors have got so many hyphenated names in their team. Shans Nickel Klukstad, Dallin Witeni Zelezniak, James Fisher-Harris, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. And now, playing tonight, Chanel Harris-Tavita. And tonight, we've got another two hyphenated names taking place in the center. Let's see if I say this one correctly. Moala Graham Torfa. And on the interchange bench, Tanner Stowers Smith. Are you kidding me? How many hyphenated names could there possibly be in one team? It's actually getting to the point where it's ridiculous. But it's hilarious nonetheless. XJC, ahoy mate. Marley Prime, ahoy. Gamer Mel, welcome along. Jim Condon, ahoy mate. Mookie, ahoy there. Peter Nunn, was 100. As the teams are out on the field now, I am skipping straight over to the Super Rugby final, Crusaders versus the Chiefs. I am not missing that for the world. So just bear in mind that should this game go long, I will not be covering it. I just want to make that very, very clear from the start. If this game goes to Golden Point, we're going to be squeezing this one in as it is. But I am not missing the Super Rugby final, so should this game happen to go long, too bad, too sad, I'm afraid. As Fisher-Harris getting ready to lead the troops out onto the park. Now, the Warriors should win this and should win this quite comfortably. Richard Trainer says, go the Chiefs. No! go the Crusaders. DJ Shaq, ahoy, mate. It'll be interesting, this one. Emmanuel Vincent's asking, do I expect this game to be close? I think Penrith have the capability of pushing the Warriors to the very brink. If the Warriors get points on the board early, like has happened to the Panthers majority of the season, they run away with it. If the Panthers can keep it tight, it could cause some panic. But we've seen the Warriors respond well to panicable situations so far in 2025. And underway, Panthers wearing the pink tonight, or today, with the kickoff, and the Warriors, the home side, with first use. What a turnout it is. A great turnout, considering that there is a Super Rugby final on. I mean, it is plausible for people to be able to do both, I suppose. Although it'd be a bit of a travel, wouldn't it? Little bit of a travel. But anyways, a strong opening set here for the Warriors as they march up outside their 30. There's Niokore backing into the defense. James Fisher-Harris is indeed playing Ava, or Aya. See the name there, but yes, James Fisher-Harris is out there. Fifth and last now, Metcalf kicks from just outside the 40. And it's taken at the back here by Daine, Laurie, and Laurie, who's got a big point to prove. Can he fill the boots of Dylan Edwards? Well, he certainly didn't last time out. Had an absolute shocker. No Origin players for the Panthers today. That's the key piece of information out of this one. None of the Panthers' Origin stars playing, as Moses Leota will need to lead the way for the forward pack, and he takes it up. Fifth and last, 40 meters out. Schneider puts this kick high. Contestable ball taken by Nickel Clockstad, who then gets away from Tungo, but he was running sideways. He's taken down 10 meters out from their own line here, the Warriors. DJ Shaq, no Kurt Capewell for the Warriors. No, the Warriors resting their Origin player today as well. Obviously, Origin has impacted the Panthers a lot more than the Warriors, but there's a nice strong carry there from Tuivasa Shek getting involved in the hard yards. And an early kick from Metcalf inside the 40. Finding space, finding the bounce. It's batted back in field, saving the 40-20. But under immense pressure now is Jenkins, who has to surrender. And the Panthers are half a metre out from their own line. Luke Metcalf with the early W in the battle of the halfbacks. The battle of the kicking. Danger signs early there. Metcalf signaling his intent. Almost pulling off a 40-20. Big set of 6 now for the Panthers, trapped inside their own 10. Warriors, important not to give away any penalties, to state the obvious. They want to keep them pinned down here. Been a strong start to the game by the Warriors. And a kick that bounces awkwardly at the back, but it's picked up by Tuivasa Shek, and the Warriors will start this set 45 out from their own line. Great field position. And up over halfway goes Nickel Clockstad, catching them napping. 40 meters out. Warriors on the back of that Metcalf kick with the first real opportunity in this game. And, and a set restart here, a ruck infringement. 30 meters out from the line, full set of 6. This could be the quick start that we were talking about. And stepping back in field, Harris Tavita takes it inside the 10. 3 tackles left. Niokore onto Metcalf. Loose pass in behind Nickel Clockstad. And it's been spilt by Graham Tuafa. Or Taufa. Double knock on. Panthers off the hook. Nathan Levi says it's going to be a great game. Let's go Warriors. WST, ahoy mates. No Origin stars, but the Hammer is playing. The Hammer is playing for the Dolphins. Yes, indeed. Sweet P, ahoy mate. And Graham Cameron, ahoy. Oh, DJ Shaq, yes. Argentina with the win over the British and Irish Lions. I'm so devastated. I didn't get up for it. I had it all scheduled. I was going to stream it. But it was a cold morning, and I chose to stay in my nice warm bed. It's down the short side. Isaac Tungo beats one. Takes it up over halfway. A nice little momentum swing here for the Panthers. To the left they go. Schneider. Double pump out the back for Talangi. McLean bumps off Wateni Zalesniak. 6 more tackles as Jenkins heads down that left edge. 25 out. Panthers. Can they strike first? Papali'i taking 10 out on tackle 2. Schneider in midfield. Drops it off to Leota on the inside. 5 meters out. Golden opportunity here for the Panthers. Kenny sends it left for Schneider. Short ball. And Sorensen's held up. Still 5 meters out here. 2 tackles left. The crash ball for Papali'i. A meter short. 5th and last. Kenny to Schneider in front of the post. Grubber kick in behind. Pops up nicely for Nickel Clockstad, who gets back into the field of play. And that's well diffused by the Warriors. But big defense now. It's the Warriors' turn to do the hard work. Trapped inside their own 10. Robert M, ahoy mates. Hammer and Ponga backing up. Cotter isn't. And neither is Robinson or Coates. I'll tell you what, the Panthers would have loved to have had their Origin stars available. Certain they would have sent them over. As we got a kick away here on the 5th and last. Metcalf sends it downfield. Taken by Isaac Tungo at the back. Oh, or Daine Laurie it is rather, who slips. And then also slipping is Laban. And that almost opened up then for Laurie. That would have been one of the arsiest line breaks you would ever hope to see. Short side, Jenkins catches Wateni Zalesniak offside. Sorensen angling back in, targeting Metcalf. Through the hands now to the right they go. Garner taken down. 5th and last for the Panthers. Schneider with the crossfield kick. Not a lot of distance on it. McLean bats it back, and he bats it back too far. Talangi tracking back for it. Still 5th and last here for the Panthers. Laurie now chips it in over the top into the corner. Needs this to sit up in goal. It does. Nickel Clockstad does well again. Back in the field of play. The Warriors, though, under the pump early, but doing everything they need to do to hold on. UFC, I'm contemplating Mackenzie, Narawa, Cody Taylor. Maybe I can get Cody Taylor and Will Jordan or somebody in a combo. I just think Cody Taylor's been so close for the past 3 weeks. It'll be his time as Harris Tavita takes the kick on this left-hand edge of the field. Straight down Daine Laurie's throat at the back. And the Panthers' kick return falls at the 35-meter mark. The Super Rugby final will be immediately following this one. Crusaders versus the Chiefs. I can't wait. But I figured may as well have some pre-drinks and cover this game while we're waiting. Tackle 4 here for the Panthers. Scrappy play the ball, but that's because one of the Warriors was in the way. It was Niokore, and it's 6 again for the Panthers. Just what the doctor ordered for them. And another slow play the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if that was another 6 again. But no call on this occasion. Still tackle 1. 15 out from the line in midfield. Kenny with the double pump to Leota. Leota 5 meters out. Just to the right of the post here on tackle 3. Warriors up quickly. Schneider back in field for Tungo. Tungo taken down, 5 out still from the line. And another very slow play the ball. The Warriors just crowding the ruck area. Short ball for Papali'i. Tries to spin through. Was he held? Yes, he was, says the referee. Crash ball on the 5th and last. They're over the line, the Panthers, but they've turned him on his back and held up. Sorensen it is. No try. Brilliant goal line defense once again from the Warriors. Sorensen, so close yet so far. The Warriors have been asked questions early on here. They've got all the answers. Up the Wars, up the Panthers. The loyalties are split in the TikTok chat room. Plenty of support for both teams. But you would expect nothing less, especially the way that the Warriors are going at the moment. Traveling along nicely up there in the top 4. As Fisher Harris held up and then dumped on his back. 30 meters out from their own line here, the Warriors. Still no score in this one. 10 minutes gone, so the Panthers have done well now. Back-to-back matches. They had the bye last week, obviously. But back-to-back matches now where they haven't leaked a try in the opening 10 minutes. It's been a rarity for them in 2025 as Laurie brings that kick return back. And it's a nice, strong carry. Down the short side, Blaze Talungi catches them napping. And we've got a referee's whistle because somebody's copped one in the face. Unintentionally, Casey McLean there with Niokore it is. Niokore. Oh, friendly fire. Niokore and Graham Taufa have head clashed. Muzzle flash, ahoy mate. Panthers, of course, without all of their origin stars. Brad Schneider and Blaze Talungi, the halves pairing. Isaiah Papali'i has shifted into Isaiah Yo's role. And Luke Garner comes in off the bench to substitute Liam Martin. As off the field for a head assessment goes Niokore. And I should imagine that Graham Taufa will be joining him as well. The friendly fire. Play back on. Okay, so Panthers 40 out from their own line here as Jackson Ford comes onto the field for Niokore. Niokore off for his HIA. So we'll see if we get updated about that nice and quickly. Didn't seem like there was a whole lot in it. It was just a head clash going into the tackle. Friendly fire. I'm sure he'll be all right. As Harris Tavita races up on Schneider and drops him. Talangi gets the kick away. Was he taken out afterwards? Watene Zelezniak takes it, but yes, the referee blows the whistle. Blaze Talangi taken out after the kick, and an opportunity. Panthers could put first points on the board. Wayne Stretch, ahoy. And the old Panther, ahoy. Harris Park, ahoy there. Welcome along. Emmanuel Vincent says, hopefully the Waz don't take themselves out. So an interesting call here for the Panthers. They've decided to put it into the corner. Or put it into touch anyway. Putting it into the corner is more rugby union thing, isn't it? I'm getting myself ready for the Super Rugby final. That's what's happening. Back on the inside, Papali'i, 10 metres out here. Panthers not interested in the two. They could have easily taken it, but they want more. Schneider to Tungo. Tungo almost finds half a gap. But the goal line defence here of the Warriors, very strong to start the game. Kenny goes from dummy half, looking for a set restart. Left edge attack for Talangi, and Casey McLean spills it. He saw that flowing, soul-glowing hair of Watene Zelezniak in front of him. And now tensions boil over. Casey McLean and Watene Zelezniak getting into it. Now everyone's in. The push and shove over the sideline. Typical stuff. Everyone's having a laugh. They're just discussing where they're going for beers after the game. That's all. You see it all the time. But Casey McLean, he took a cheeky little look up there, saw Watene Zelezniak in front of him, braced for the hit, couldn't get the tap on. Big defense again from the Warriors. I don't think there was anything in that. Nothing in it. Let's just move on. Oh, the Warriors have got a penalty. Okay. Well, that is the referee basically just signaling his intent, his control over the game. Penalty for fighting. That's what constitutes fighting in modern day NRL. A little bit of jersey grabbing. Wow. Ridiculous penalty, but that is just the officials marking their authority early in this game. Essentially just saying, look, we are not going to put up with any shenanigans here today. There'll be none of that. Warriors off the back of that penalty now into Panthers territory. The 26 minutes left in the first half. Aaron Clark onto Metcalf, who nearly scoots through half a gap. Clark again at first receiver to Harris Tavita at the back. Left edge attack is on. But well defended by the Panthers. Shut down on this occasion. Fifth and last. 20 metres out. Harris Tavita puts this one high across field. Contestable ball. Casey McLean takes it. They hold him up and drive him back into the 10. But the Panthers are now all the way back down the other end of the field. And they get a penalty for markers not square. And that is a nice little piggyback now for the Panthers. Emmanuel Vincent says, going to be a whistle-dominant game. Heel Fries, ahoy, mate. How are you? It's Sorensen now, takes it up over halfway. And that is some good field position off the back of the penalty. Papali'i heads back down the short side. Fends off one. And he's held up. Oh, he gets the offload away. Back for Casey McLean. And McLean decides to take on Fisher Harris and beats him in a one-on-one tackle. Casey McLean. 20 out from the line. Ruck interference again from the Warriors. That's a pretty clear tactic. 6 again for the Panthers. The Warriors are not rolling away from the tackled area. Smith in at first receiver. He's got Leota running off the right shoulder. Tackle 2. Panthers 10 metres out. Again, Smith at first receiver. 5 meters out, tackle 3. An hour and a half until the Super Rugby final. I'm so excited. Pango steps back in field, beats the first tackle. Can't get away from Harris Tavita. Still driving the legs forward, though. Tungo is a meter out from the line. Harris Tavita finally gets some support in there. 2 tackles left for the Panthers. A meter out. Loose pass from dummy half. Sits up nicely for Schneider. To Smith now. To Lungy. Cut out pass for McLean. McLean gets the fend on. Passes it off for Jenkins. Jenkins cuts back in field. And there's the first try. And the first tick off our multi. Thomas Jenkins. Have yourself an ice cold beer. The Panthers lead 4-0. And Casey McLean has learnt to draw and pass. If Casey McLean learned how to draw and pass earlier in the season, and the Panthers would have had a couple more wins on the board by now. Who missed the tackle? A one-on-one tackle there. Casey McLean got on the outside. I feel like it might have been Graham Tolfa, the center. Center on center. Youngster on youngster. And it was Casey McLean who came up with the little victory there. So 4-0 Panthers. Paul Alamotti, I would be assuming, is doing the goal kicking in the absence of Nathan Cleary and Dylan Edwards. So let's see. Right out on the left edge, the left corner, and it is indeed Paul Alamotti stepping up to take the first crack at goal here. 70% accuracy for the season. 7 out of the 10 attempts he's had so far. It is on the favoured side for a right-footed kicker. Alamotti hooks this off terribly to the left, past the near upright. And it remains 4 points to 0. But still, the Panthers, they'll be happy with that start overall. And the Warriors, maybe just a little bit of stage fright. We were talking about it at the top of the stream. The banana skin game. It's very, very easy to get nervous and just stray away from your natural game when you're expected to win. And it would be a very rare occasion lately, especially over the past 4 or 5 seasons, that the Warriors would be expected to win against the Penrith Panthers. And they just feel like they've strayed away from their game a little bit. It's back underway. Heel fries. Crusaders or Chiefs to win the final? I've got to go for my Crusaders. I've got to go for my Crusaders. But it'll be a close game. Smith takes it up to halfway. 4 points to 0. The Panthers. Schneider puts this kick down. Taken on the fall by Tuivasa-Sheck, who almost slips but changes direction, beats the kick chase, brings it back to the 30. Good kick return there from Tuivasa-Sheck, and now penalty for the Warriors. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, fantastic work. Innocent anglerfish, ahoy mate. How are we doing? It's now up over halfway off the back of the penalty. Jackson Ford, 40 metres out. Harris Tavita on the left side. Back inside for Pompey. 20 minutes to go in this opening half. Laban takes tackle 4. King Savage, ahoy mate. Short side for Nickel Clockstadt. Short ball. And Torfa taken 10 meters out. Fifth and last for the Warriors. Can they hit back? Metcalf with the crossfield kick. It's going to land a meter out from the try line. Lost forward by Tungo into the hands of Jackson Ford. And Ford scores under the posts. The Warriors are about to take the lead. More ask than class, but sometimes you make your own luck. And that's what's happened here for the Warriors. Although, oh, geez, they might have a look at this. They might have a look at this. Halasima will have a hard time arguing here that he was genuinely contesting the ball. I feel like we might get our first bunker intervention of the night. Robert Fraser, thank you very much for the Community Fest gift over there on TikTok. Cheers. So we'll have a look. The referee was standing right there in front of it. And it looks like it's been confirmed because they're racing through the conversion as Metcalf from right in front. And surely even Metcalf can't miss from there. Warriors lead 6 points to 4. Well, Jackson Ford, I did not have him in my multi. He was non-existent. We've already seen, we know, but we've already seen this week how important goal kicking is. Alamotti, it might have been from out on the touchline, but you've got to get your goals. We saw it on Wednesday night. Are we about to see it again here tonight? Just a missed conversion between the two teams. And maybe that little stroke of luck will just spark the Warriors into gear here. Slow play the ball. But the Warriors 30 out from their own line. 17 minutes 40 to go until the break. Up the middle goes Nickel Clockstadt. Another good strong carry. He's having a good game. Nickel Clockstadt. Ford, the try scorer, now back into Panthers territory. Fifth and last. 40 meters out. Egan sends it left for Harris Tavita. Sends it sky high, but it's not really contestable. And Alamotti with an easy take at the back, but he's way too upright, and they drive him back inside the 10. 17 minutes until the break, and straight up the middle goes Brad Schneider. Needs support. He's got Tungo outside. Laurie inside. He goes inside for Laurie, but they track him down with ease. The Warriors cover defense. Now offloads for Talungi. Talungi's pulled down by the collar, 10 meters out. Big numbers to the left. They come back right. And Schneider straight up the middle is rocked in the tackle. Left is where they needed to go. A tackler go. Leota bats it back. It's scrappy. But Casey McLean brings the ball down. 2 tackles left here for the Panthers. They finally go left, but it's way too late as Sorensen's dumped by Wateni Zalesniak. Fifth and last, a meter out. Schneider with the crossfield kick. It's going to land a couple of meters out from the goal line. It sets up now for Moses Leota, and they've turned him on his back. The Warriors' goal line defense again comes to the party. Held up, and for the second time tonight, the Panthers have been over the try line, but the Warriors have successfully turned them on their backs. Been knocked on by Harris Tavita in that kick contest, so the Panthers should get the ball back here. Ollie is the best. Ahoy, mate. So this will be no try. The goal line defense by the Warriors immense again. Well, Warriors ball. Okay. So they've rolled Warriors ball here. No knock on. Well, wait a minute. The bunker. Okay, Penrith ball. Okay. The bunker just got into the referee's ear there and said, no, actually it's a knock on. Scrum, Panthers ball. Panthers deciding to have this. Oh, here's a replay of the break. Schneider goes straight up the middle. Wonder if they had some better option taking. They probably would have scored that try easily. The Panthers of old. Scrum goes down. They attack the short side. Alamotti. 5 meters out now. Big open side to the left. Pungo used as a decoy. Leota now bumps off Fisher Harris. 6 points to 4. Warriors lead. Papali'i in midfield. Five meters out here. Schneider to Garner. Garner 5 meters out just to the right of the post. 2 tackles left here for the Panthers. Leota takes them on. Fisher Harris has got the ball wrapped up. Fifth and last. Schneider now. Grubbers in behind the line. It sets up for Blaze Talungi, but there to pluck it out of the air and be tackled dead. Jacob Laban. I tell you what, the Warriors, they are only barely holding on here. They are barely holding on, but they're doing just enough. Goal line restart, incoming. 15 minutes to go until the break. Warriors go short, contestable kick, and it's been lost by the Panthers. Warriors come down with it. Jackson Ford from the goal line restart. And they get a penalty now on the back of it. The Warriors are pumped up. They've done all that defense. They secure the short dropout. And now they get a penalty. Six points to 4, 14 minutes to go until the break. And we have got just under an hour and a half to go for the Super Rugby final. 40 out from the line here, the Warriors. Could they extend their lead as we approach the halftime break? Niokore has failed his HIA. Well, there you go. It looked rather innocuous, and Niakore's failed his HIA, so that's a big out for the Warriors. 10 meters out from the line, though, on tackle 4. Fisher Harris on to Metcalf. Back inside. Changing the angle nicely. It's Jacob Laban who meets Daine Laurie for a try-saving tackle. Metcalf on the 5th and last. Grubbers in behind the line. Panthers scoop it up a meter out from their own try line. What a game this is. Honestly, when the Panthers ruled out all their origin stars, I honestly thought, I'll just do the Super Rugby final like I was planning to. This game won't be worth all that much. Just another game. But these baby Panthers are stepping up, taking the fight to the Warriors all the way at the moment. There's Penrith now. Up to halfway they march, or back up towards halfway they go. Fifth and last. Talangi steps outside the 40, puts this kick high for the corner. It might be too heavy, and it is. It's out on the fall. Plays Talangi. The wheels are just slowly starting to fall off here for the Panthers. You just get the sense, the momentum shifting. Some simple mistakes here from the Panthers. Not securing the line dropout. Putting this one out on the full. A penalty. And here come the Warriors with 12 to go until the break. Six again for the Warriors. As Halasima fights his way through the first tackle. 10 meters out from the line. Egan onto Clark. Now Metcalf out the back for Nickel Clockstead. Numbers here for the Warriors, but Jenkins backs the ball down. Going for the intercept. Jenkins would have been away. But Watene Zalesniak would have been in the corner. If that ball goes to hand to either player, it's try time. Still a full set of 6, though, for the Warriors. They'll have the scrum. 10 meters out from the line. Metcalf, very slow to get up and very ginger as he wanders back to position. A meter short here, the Warriors. Egan fires it out to the left. Harris Tavita, short ball for Halasima, and they wrap him up. They don't want to let those big legs get pumping. 10 out from the line here, the Warriors. Egan back into midfield for Aaron Clark, who bumps off too. Gets the offload away for Metcalf. Numbers to the right. But angling back in towards the post there, Jacob Laban. 2 tackles left. Numbers to the right again here. Harris Tavita, dummies. Bounces over the line, but they hold him up and drive him back into the field of play. 5th and last. Watene Lesniak into dummy half. Metcalf with the crossfield kick. It's lost out the back and battered dead by the Panthers. Goal line dropout incoming. 10 minutes to go until the break. A knock-on is called against the Warriors. No, it's not. That's just the referee saying ball battered dead. Ahoy there, Michelle. And Blair, 420. Thank you very much for the heart me on TikTok. Panthers, I dare say, are going to thump the bollocks out of this. Oh, no, they go short. They go too short. It doesn't find the 10 meters. Or it does find the 10 meters. It just crosses the plane. And Blaze Talangi is perfectly positioned to take it. I've got to say, I'm not a fan of that rule. If the kick doesn't go 10, as the Panthers now get a piggyback, a penalty, holding down in the ruck. Both teams' defense has been immense to start this game. But yeah, I've got to say, I don't like that rule. If the ball doesn't go 10, that should be it. It shouldn't matter if it bounces the 10. Tackle 1 on halfway here for the Panthers. Patea. Good strong carry. 40 meters out. 8.5 to go until the break. Schneider inside for Garner. Garner tackled 30 meters out. Back into midfield. Schneider, short ball to Sorensen, who spills it. And another incomplete set for the Panthers. Nickel Klukstad comes away with it. 0 tackle. And the Panthers just, their last few sets, not really helping their completion rate. Warriors back in possession. Crusaders Chiefs coming up straight after this game. Unless this game goes to Golden Point. If this game goes to Golden Point, I'm sorry. We're jumping off. The Super Rugby final will start on time, irrespective of this game. I just thought we would try and sneak this one in. This can be our pre-drinks. As Metcalf puts it high. Taken by Daine Laurie, and the chase is there to meet him. Panthers start the set again, 10 meters out from their own line. The Warriors have only got one incomplete set. As the Panthers have come up with the mistake, Jenkins wants the captain's challenge. With 7 minutes to go until halftime. This is a huge moment. They've captain's challenged here, the Panthers. The referee had called a knock on. This is a huge moment. All right, there's 3 Warriors in the tackle, and that is a raking motion, you could argue. But it'll be interesting to see. I mean, sometimes we see things that the bunker doesn't, and vice versa. But I think Jackson Ford is just a little bit guilty here as he trudges off back into the defensive line. Okay, so they're going to support the on-field decision, but it's inconclusive, so the Panthers retain their challenge. And that's a pretty easy way out of it, I suppose. A pretty easy way out of making a decision. It's just to say it was inconclusive. Scrum down, Warriors 10 meters out. This is now a big moment in the context of this game. Been a tight first half. They break away to the left. 5 meters out from the line here on play 1. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck plays it. Aaron Clark, immense as always. A meter out. Just to the left of the post. Egan. Tim Metcalf drops it off inside. And that is Laban, who's been caught high. Oh, and he's had his legs have been trapped here under his own body. And that looked painful. He might need a drink after that one. I'm thinking straight vodka. And he winces in pain immediately. I suppose the Warriors will be arguing this is a hip drop. And it might warrant a slightly closer look. Still 10 meters out from the line here, the Warriors. 2 to go. Crash ball there for Halasima. He's half a meter short. 5th and last. Panthers are up quickly there on Harris Tavita, who steps, puts the kick in behind. Laurie is willing it over the dead ball line for a 7-tackle set, and he gets his wish. Somebody up there is listening to Daine Laurie, who taps and goes. Big defense, though, from the Warriors. They read that perfectly, and that pretty much nullifies the 7 tackles. When you put in that big a hit for play 1, it's 7-tackle set completely nullified. Up to halfway now. Patea gets the arms free. Offloads for Talangi. Talangi dummies. Gets the offload away again. And here's Schneider, I believe it is. Oh, no. Sorensen, sorry. Jesus, I shouldn't be getting them confused. This is Schneider now. Shows it inside twice. And he's hit hard in the tackle there by Formoga. 2 tackles left for the Panthers. Patea. He's been immense. He runs straight over the top of Egan. Gets another offload away. The ball sits up nicely for Laurie in midfield. He's got Tungo running a good support line. But well defended around the legs. Tungo 10 meters out. And they've spilt it on the 5th and last. Another incomplete set. 4.5 to go until halftime. Another incomplete set from the Panthers. Their completion rate has become atrocious here at the back end of this half. The game started very evenly, but the Warriors continuing to complete around 90%. The Panthers' completion rate has dropped to 68%. The fact that they're in this contest by 2 points is just inconceivable based on a stat like that. 68% completion rate. Wow. Somehow only still behind by 2. Fifth and last, Metcalf on halfway, puts it high. Easy take at the back for Daine Laurie. Gives it off to Jenkins. Jenkins gives it to McLean. McLean's in open space on the left edge. Support back in field from Jenkins. Jenkins dummies. Nickel Clockstad brings him down. Potentially try-saving tackle there from Nickel Clockstad. But the Panthers will start the set 40 out from the try line. Talangi dancing around in midfield. Slips and makes him an easy target as Watene Zelezniak is limping off the field. Well, there goes my multi. I'm not sure about anybody else. Watene Zelezniak is limping over on that far sideline, and if they're smart enough, that's exactly where they'll go. Schneider to Talangi. Talangi with the short ball puts Sorensen in a huge gap. Sorensen gets the fend on Nickel Clockstad and scores. There was no Watene Zelezniak on that edge in defense, and the Panthers immediately sniffed that out and attacked that side of the field. Sorensen breaks the one-on-one tackle of Nickel Clockstad and dives over out wide. And Watene Zelezniak is down. It's an ankle. He's clutching at his ankle. He can't stand. Catching them, a defender short. Straight through that gap. Watene Zelezniak limped. Tried his best. It was a valiant effort. But on one leg, he was never going to be able to. To stop that. Not on one leg. Eight points to 6. The Panthers. 2 minutes to go until the break. And Watene Zelezniak, well, he's not leaving the field. He's just getting some extra tape around that ankle. So let's see if Watene Zelezniak can stay out there. Oh, no. He's trying to walk back into position here with Watene Zelezniak with the assistance of the trainer. He is right in front of where the goal kick is about to take place, and he's off. No, he's done. Watene Zelezniak is being assisted from the field in the arms of the trainer. And that will be his night. Well, there goes my multi. Anyway. As Paul Alamotti, he's had a sider from out here earlier. Can he correct it and put this one over? Looks like he's got it lined up a little too far to the right, but we'll see if he gets the hook on it. He gets the hook on it all right, way too much. And he hooks it off past the near upright again. He's 0 from 2 tonight. The Panthers lead 8 points to 6. 2 tries, no conversions. A try for Jenkins and now a try for Sorensen. The Warriors try with Jackson Ford, converted by Metcalf. And we've got a minute to go until halftime. And just over an hour until the Super Rugby final. Tamare Martin on the field for Watene Zelezniak to play his 100th NRL game. And off we go. Warriors with the restart. Bounces up nicely for the Panthers. And they will be very happy. They'll be very, very happy to take the lead into the halftime break here. The Panthers, a 58% completion rate to be leading the game. Unbelievable. "30 seconds remaining in the first half. Schneider to Sorensen, dummies. He's enjoying life at the moment out there on that left edge, Scott Sorensen. Daine on the short side, Talungi. Fifth and last, inside Warriors territory. Schneider puts the kick high. Panthers race through, try to put pressure on. Nickel Clockstead takes it, backs away, now straightens. And he's wrapped up 15 out from his own line here. That will be half time. 8 points to 6 at the break. The Panthers in the lead. 2 tries to 1. 2 missed conversions by Paul Alamotti. Weteni Zalesniak limping off the field. Marata Niakore failed his HIA pretty early on. So a couple of injury concerns there for the Warriors. But I can't believe Penrith's completion rate, or lack thereof. The first half comes to an end with the Panthers, I'm just bringing up the stats now, 68% completion rate. 17 from 25. The Warriors, 90%, 20 from 22. I mean, it's hard to believe, honestly, a team completing at 68%. It was down to 58 at one point there, but a team completing that low, how on earth they have the lead? That's incredible. Heel Fries says boring half, to be honest. I wouldn't say boring, Heel Fries. It certainly wasn't 40 minutes of it certainly wasn't 40 minutes of the most, what's the word? It was good defense from both teams, is basically what I'm trying to say. The attack and execution was faltering at times, but a good defensive game, in my opinion, can be every bit as exciting as a game that has like 60 points scored overall. You know what I mean? And I think defensively, that was a very, very good game. CJ Dunn, ahoy, mate. How are you doing? One hour to go until Super Rugby final, Chiefs versus the Crusaders. I can't wait for it. Oh, okay. That's what I was going to do. Let's slap a multi on. Oh, by the way, I've also got this writing as well. I put... This is the other thing I forgot to mention. We need to keep an eye on this as well. Okay, so I put NRL Saturday special bet. All 6 teams to score 1 or more tries in each half. All 6 teams to score 1 or more tries in each half. $50 wager, $375 return. Not bad. I mean, I should imagine that all the teams playing today will get at least 1 try. But we'll see. It's on the money so far in this one. Oh, that's what I was doing. Yes. That's what I was doing. I've got to slap a multi on for... Let's chuck a multi on for the Super Rugby final. So I'm thinking Narawa. I feel like Cody Taylor's due. I've had Cody Taylor in my multis for the past month, and he's been getting so close. And you just know early on in the contest, if somebody gets a penalty, they're going to put it into the corner, and the rolling maul becomes a big, big option. So let's have a look. Same game multi. I might put, if I can, Cody Taylor in a combo with somebody else just to... Okay, Cody Taylor, Daniel Rona. That's a decent one. Cody Taylor, Macca Springer. Cody Taylor, Sean Stevenson. Cody Taylor, Will Jordan. Cody Taylor, Will Jordan. That's a good one. I like that one. The Knee Crumbler, ahoy, mate. It was 1,200 to 8. I like the way that you changed it up and you put the 8 in there, since that's what's already on the board. Okay, so Cody Taylor and a little bit of protection from Will Jordan. Narawa. And let's see. What else have we got? What other markets have we got? The Knee Crumbler says you're flexible, but not as flexible as the missus. Oh, geez. We didn't need to know that. But, I mean, congratulations. All right, so I've got Cody Taylor and Will Jordan comboed. Narawa, anytime try scorer. Oh, there's just so many options. So many options. Sevu Reece is due, isn't he? Okay, what if I have my man Will Jordan? If I can get a combo on Cody Taylor, Sevu Reece, which I can. Okay. I actually like that combo a little bit better. I'll go Cody Taylor, Sevu Reece, and Will Jordan on his own. There we go. I like that. I like that. I might regret making that change at the end, but we'll see. Okay, so Narawa, Cody Taylor / Sevu Reece, and Will Jordan. There we go. I'll set that one up. Yeah, Watene Zelezniak will not be back on the field, so that is the end of that multi. Best I can hope for now is that the others score the tries and we get the bonus bet cash back for only one leg failing. That'd be nice. Tara Jane, thank you very much for the rose over there on TikTok. Cheers. Thank you very much for that. So yes, an hour away from Super Rugby Final. As I said, we will be jumping over to do the Super Rugby Final no matter what happens in this game. Even if this one goes down to the wire and we get golden points, I will be jumping over for the very start of the Super Rugby Final no matter what. And also, heel fries. Well, actually, I won't say anything heel fries. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up and then not end up doing it. But something might be happening on another channel tonight. Nothing major. But, yeah, I may be jumping on live on another channel later tonight is all. But I have also been invited out somewhere, so... So we'll have to see. But at this stage, it's looking likely, because I'm pretty cozy at home at the moment, rather than traipsing off into Fortitude Valley. So, 8 points to 6 at the halftime break. We've seen 2 tries to 1 in favour of the Panthers. But unfortunately for them, goal kicking is letting them down. Tamati Williams, ahoy there. What's Tamati Williams doing in the chat room? Cara Jane, thank you very much for the heart me. Very much appreciate that. Rock my balls, ahoy mate. Tomato Martin. Tomato Martin's come on for Teddy Zalesniak in that first half. Yes. What am I sipping on? I always love a good sip of Captain Morgan's spiced golds. Very, very nice. Heel fries. No teas, mate. It was no teas. Flo Lacey, ahoy. How are you doing tonight? Ah, yes. You know what? I was actually going to get up early and cover the British and Irish Lions versus Argentina game. Talk about instant regret. Argentina pulling off an almighty upset there. What I'm curious to know, though, and I haven't dived this far into it, but I just wonder, did the British and Irish Lions field their top squad? Or was this more... I mean, it was obviously a warm-up game. It was a warm-up fixture. That much was obvious. But I'm just curious as to how many of the regular starters they actually went out there with. It's still a big win for Argentina either way. Take nothing away from Argentina getting the dub. But I am just curious, what was the British and Irish Lions squad looking like? It was a full strength, okay, but were they on irregular rotation? Like, I'm honestly not devaluing Argentina's efforts at all. I didn't see the game, so I'm just trying to understand. I suppose, how they went into it. How did they treat it? UFC, I've heard of Sailor Jerry's, yes. I have heard of it. I can't say that I've tried it, though. There's quite a few things on my to-try list. Based on feedback on the streams and whatnot, there's been some good suggestions come through from all over the world. Teams getting ready to come out for the second half by the looks of it. Oh, Dan Jam says Sailor Jerry's is very caramelly. Oh, yeah, maybe that's not for me then. Maybe not for me. I had a really bad experience with caramel when I was little, and I've just never really liked caramel things ever since. But I digress. Yeah, Mookie, we actually just put one on. We actually just put one on for the next game. I've gone Cody Taylor linked with Sevu Reece, and I've got Will Jordan and Narawa. Anytime try scorers individually. For 3 legs, cheeky little $10 wager for a $100 return. Should it pay off? Second half about to get underway here. 8 points to 6, the Panthers. We talked at the top of the stream. Banana peel game here for the Warriors. Well, they're slipping and sliding at the moment. Can they hold their footing here for the second half? I mean, let's not forget how severely depleted this Panthers team is. 5 regular starters missing. $8 points to 6. This could be a big moment in the season for both of these teams. Second half underway. Blair, ahoy there. Welcome along. Angie Ray and team says, let's go, boys. $30 meters out from their own line here, the Panthers. 8 points to 6, they lead. And up over halfway. On tackle 4, Liam Henry, who is on the field to start the second half. 5th and last. Daine on the short side. And it's Schneider. Not a lot of distance on this kick, but it is contestable. And it's plucked out of the air by Alamotti, who gets a second kick away. It sits up in the end goal. Who's grounded at first? It looks like the Warriors. No try, and we'll have a look and we'll see what happened there. Might have been a knock on by the Panthers, actually, in the process of trying to get that one. Let's have a look. Paul Alamotti wins the battle in the air. Gets the second kick away. Does extremely well there, Paul Alamotti. Panthers chasing through. Garner reaches out. It's been batted back by the Warriors. It's still a live ball at this point. It's been batted back by the Warriors. Ball is still live. And then it's scooped up by the Warriors in the end goal. Misses the arm of Garner. This is going to be result for the Panthers. And we start the second half with a goal line dropout here for the Warriors. Fantastic work from Paul Alamotti. Nathan, thank you very much for the heart me over there on TikTok. And whoop, they go short with the restart. Batted back by the Panthers again, but scooped up by the Warriors. Scooped up off the short goal line dropout again. And there is Wateni Zelezniak. He's got his boots off. hobbling around in the dressing room. I can't imagine that we will see Watene Zelezniak again in this game, which is unfortunate news for my multi. Yes, Blair, thank you very much for the rose. Cheers, mate. Is up towards halfway. The Warriors on the fifth and last. Metcalf backs into the 40, kicks it. Not a lot of distance on it. And Tungo takes it and will start the set here on halfway. Offloads to nobody. It's loose out the back. Still, it sits there. Alamotti picks it up. And boy, was that scrappy. Oh, boy. They should have been starting this set on halfway, but instead they lost 10 meters. An unnecessary offload from Tungo. Panthers got away with that one, though. 3 tackles left. Short ball for Liam Henry. They try to rip the ball off him. 3 in the tackle, though, so probably wouldn't advise doing that. Schneider with 2 tackles left. Inside for Patea. And it's big defense from the Warriors. 30 meters out here. Kenny onto Schneider, who puts it high. Again, not a lot of distance here. Batted back. Blaze Talangi's got it. This one's a better kick. Nobody at the back here for the Warriors, and this will bounce dead. 7 tackle set. Both kickers having issues at the moment in terms of getting any distance on the ball. The Red Knight, 47, Watene Zelezniak did his ankle in. He couldn't put any weight on it. So that's pretty much been his night done. It's up over halfway. Aaron Clark gets the arms free, but can't offload. Nickel Klugstad, another strong carry from him. He's had an immense game. Set restart here late in the tackle count. First meeting, ahoy. A great opportunity now for the Warriors. 25 out from the line. Clark bumps off the first tackle. Fends off a second. Oh, he's having a great season, Aaron Clark. For Mulga, short ball for Ford. Almost spins his way through. Inside the 10. Egan, short ball to Halasima, who spills it. And they've lost the ball, the Warriors. Halasima spills it. Tyler Forge, ahoy, mate. Who do I follow in the Union? Well, I'll be going for the Crusaders. Crusaders are my Super Rugby team. When the New Zealand teams aren't playing, the Queensland Reds are my Australian team of choice. And of course, I go for the All Blacks on the international stage. As the Panthers from the scrum tackled inside their own 10. Tamade Martin has come on to replace Watene Zelezniak. Panthers, though, in possession here. The game starts. Oh, they've lost the ball here on tackle 3. Panthers might think about challenging this. They might think about the captain's challenge. But it looks like a loose carry. Running out of time. And that is just a loose carry. I wouldn't challenge this. I would not be challenging this. Another incomplete set for the Panthers. Warriors scrum, 25 out. On the attack they go. Twenty from the line. Back into midfield. Laban. Driven back in the tackle. Daine on the left edge. Clark out the back for Metcalf. Inside for Halasima. Charges into the line. Bends it, but can't break it. 5 meters out here on play 4. To the right they go now. Metcalf, short ball. Into a big gap goes Jacob Laban. And the Warriors retake the lead. Laban scores. Warriors up 10 points to 8. Kick to come. Metcalf's down now. Metcalf's down in back play. He's just been helped up onto his feet by the trainers. But we'll keep an eye on that. Luke Metcalf now. The last thing they need is more injuries. The Warriors. Niokore failed his HIA early. Wateni Zalesniak leaves the field in the first half. And now Metcalf needed to be helped back to his feet by the trainer. Boy, oh boy. There'll be no goal kicking here for Luke Metcalf. At least it's right beside the post, so whoever steps up to take it should be a simple conversion. Adam Pompey steps up. Metcalf getting some strapping under the knee. Pompey puts it down the middle. And the Warriors lead 12 points to 8. But crucially, it's 2 tries apiece. The missed conversions. That's the difference between the two teams at the moment. Two missed conversions. And that could be the ultimate difference. Metcalf is still out there. He's been strapped heavily under the knee, but at the moment, he is still out on the field. Panthers get us back underway, and they immediately kick it to Wateni Zalesniak, and now charging into them from the back fence, Bamorga. And he is fired up, the big man. Big defense from the Panthers. 2 tries apiece, but it's the Warriors leading by 4. 9 minutes gone in the second half. And we have got 40 minutes until the Super Rugby final. Oh, so excited. Nickel Klokstad up to halfway. He's been immense today. Chance Nickel Klokstad. Now, Harris Tavita taking the kick. No sign of Luke Metcalf. Okay, he's hiding down here on this near edge. Alamotti with the goose step and a big fend. Alamotti in open space. Ducks under the tackle of Halasima. And a nice kick return up to the 30. Alamotti having a strong game. Here's Tungo. The big players do need to step up here for the Panthers. They also need to look left because they've got an injured opposition halfback hiding in the defensive line out there. And they really need to test that leg. Schneider into midfield for Henry. Gets the offload back for Schneider. Schneider fires the Harbour Bridge ball over the top for Sorensen. It's a hospital pass and Pompey's all over him. Tackle 4 on halfway. They've lost 10 meters there on that play, the Panthers. 5th and last now, Liam Henry. No thought of an offload on this occasion. 40 out from the line. Schneider goes high. Out to the right edge. Alamotti flying through. It bounces awkwardly, but it's been taken. Tuivasa-Sheck comes down with it for the Warriors. Nickel Klokstad brings it outside the 20. Tamare Martin. Backs into the defense there on play 3 and off the field now. Aaron Clark. Nickel Klokstad again, another 15-meter carry. Oh, he's been so strong. Egan, dummies, opens them up, but he's chopped down 5th and last, just inside Panthers territory. Harris Tavita with the kick. Metcalf doing no kicking since that leg injury. And Laurie is sacked by the chase. Tuivasa-Sheck brings him down. From dummy half, not a lot of meters made. Panthers starting to feel the pressure now as the Warriors up the intensity. Jenkins angles back in towards the ruck. Still 28 and a half minutes left in this game as Laurie goes up the middle, catches them napping. He's up over halfway. 5th and last. Schneider now on the right side, puts the kick high. Tuivasa-Sheck backing up for an easy take. But they're there to greet him, the kick chasers. 28 minutes to go. 12 points to 8. The Warriors, 2 tries apiece. No conversions for the Panthers. That's the difference between the two teams at the moment. And, of course, the completion rate as the Warriors shift early to the right. Well defended by the Panthers, though. 3 tackles gone. Still inside their own half. Pompey. Back into midfield for play 4. Dowers Smith. 45 out on the 5th and last. To Harris Tavita for the kick again on the left edge. Backing up as Laurie takes it, spins around, and there's a wall of Warriors kick chasers there to greet him. One-on-one strip opportunity here, and trying his hardest for Moga to rip that ball away. Laurie's done extremely well. Now they shift left to Lungy, dummies. Thought he saw half a gap, but it shuts down quickly. Jenkins in midfield. Nowhere to go for him. Big defense from the Warriors. Leota angles back in towards the tackle. Joseph, the Warriors' second try. Jacob Laban. There's another offload here for the Panthers on halfway. Schneider calls a runner on the inside so he can dummy and almost opens them up. Halasima with a great save. Laurie now takes on the kicking. A high contestable ball. Alamotti gets through it, spoils, bats it back. Another bat back here for Tungo. 6 more tackles for the Panthers. 20 out from the line over on that far right touchline. Schneider sends it back into midfield for Leota. 26 minutes left. This is their best opportunity of the second half, the Panthers. Smith out the back for Talangi. Throws it out the back to nobody. Jenkins has to run back for it. And that kills the momentum they had. But they've still got possession. Sorensen now carries it inside the 10. Another set restart now for the Panthers. Pressure for the Warriors, but their goal line defense tonight has been immaculate. Head out right in front of the post. The crash ball here for Liam Henry. A meter out. More big defense from the Warriors. Leota from a standing start offloads. The ball's batted out the back for Schneider. Numbers to the right. It's Alamotti who steps back in field. The scrambling defense of the Warriors on their own goal line again. Incredible. Alamotti's taken down a meter short. Tungo burrows from dummy half. And he's held up over the line. The 3rd time tonight, the Panthers have been held up over the try line. This Warriors goal line defense. Well, it's been amazing, hasn't it? 5th and last, they're 10 meters out. Schneider with the crossfield kick. It's going to drop about a meter out. Batted back by the Panthers. Oh, it's been claimed in the air by Sorensen. Sorensen, I believe it is, who has plucked this out of the air and dived over. Sorensen gets a double. And the Panthers lock us up at 12 all, kick to come. I thought he batted the ball back, but he took it cleanly. Spins in the air. And as he lands, he just bursts over the line through 2 tackles. Now we talk about the Panthers senior players and how they needed to step up here today to have any chance. Scott Sorensen for mine has led the way. He has been immense tonight. 12 points all, kick to come. Paul Alamotti will have a chance here right beside the posts to not only kick his first conversion of the night, but also to put the Panthers back in the lead with 24 minutes to go. I'll be right back. Alamotti taking his time. Make sure that he gets that one right. 14 points to 12. The Panthers back in front, 23 minutes left. Whoa, boy, this is going to be tight. 23 minutes left in this game. Super Rugby final. Chiefs Crusaders coming up immediately following this stream. Warriors get us back underway. Panthers now. Leota carries it back. Slow play the ball. They're still inside their own 20. Garner stands in the tackle. They can't bring him to ground. Sorensen, 2 tries tonight. Driven back in the tackle. Leota tries to spin out of the tackle of Stower Smith. Can't do it. A kick early here from Schneider from inside the 40. Taken on the full and charging onto it, Nickel Clockstad. Great kick return up to the 40. Good field position here for the Warriors. 22 minutes left to play. Warriors tackle 2 on halfway. Bang in midfield. Adam Pompey with the carry. Daine on the short side. Laban takes 3 to bring him down. 2 tackles left here for the Warriors. Back into midfield. Stower Smith just sets up the 5th and last. Egan, where does he go? He goes left for Harris Tavita, who puts it high. Contestable ball. It's going to drop a meter out. It's batted back by the Warriors. Still 5th and last. Metcalf with the second kick. Taken by Talangi. Talangi almost spills it. Oh, he reels the ball back in for a goal line dropout. But when that ball bobbled up, hearts would have been in mouths everywhere in the coach's box and on the field. Well, he looked to offload. Jeez. Plays Talangi. Giving his coaches heart attacks. Panthers go short with the restart. This is contestable. It bounces nicely for them. Liam Henry comes down with it. Well, isn't it interesting? We've seen, as the Panthers now carry it outside the 20, we've seen the short dropout has become a staple of the game. And actually, the teams kicking win the ball back more often than not these days. It's really incredible. Through the hands now to the right. They go. Schneider. 20 minutes left. 2 tackles left in this set. Schneider is starting to run a lot more. Takes the line on. Tackled on halfway. 5th and last. Talangi puts this kick high. It's not really contestable. Easy take at the back here for Pompey. who gets the risky offload for Nickel Klokstad, and Klokstad's away. Brought down 30 out from his own line in midfield. Moses Leota grabs him around the shoulders. Inside the last quarter of the game. 14 points to 12. The Baby Panthers against the Warriors. Tackle 3 on halfway. Fisher Harris bends the line, but they bring him down. Egan to Stower Smith. Now Metcalf. Hands it off inside for Laban. Laban's been strong tonight. Fifth and last. 30 metres out. Harris to Vida. Puts this one high. Contestable kick again. Alamotti spills it. Tungo's offside. Penalty to the Warriors. Alamotti has dropped it forward into Tungo. Warriors could have a shot at 2 here if they want to tie the scores up. But with 18 minutes to go still, you would think they go for the full 6. 18 minutes 40 to go. They are going to put it into touch. Yeah, Wateni Zalesniak has been off the field since just before halftime. Well, actually a fair chunk before halftime. I think he went off at about the 30-minute mark. 18 and a half to go. Warriors 10 metres out. Here's Ford. Ford is a metre out. Ford gets the extra leg drive. He's right on that. He's right up against the pad. Metcalf goes out the back for Nickel Klokstad. Jenkins gets the intercept and he's away. Does he have the pace, Jenkins? They come at him. He looks to put the fend on, but he's been brought down by that man, Jacob Laban. Jenkins caught on halfway. Here's McLean now. What a turnaround that was. Warriors would have been in the corner. But the intercept from Jenkins. Panthers now go on the attack. Tackle 3. 30 metres out. Smith on to Leota. Leota with a good strong carry. They're 20 metres out now. 2 tackles to go. Smith to Schneider. Dummies inside. Goes out for Talangi, who goes through a gap. Spins out of the tackle. Blaze Talangi reaches out and scores the try. Blaze Talangi rips them apart, and the Panthers extend their lead. 18-12, the kick to come. Blaze Talangi. But Jenkins, all or nothing on that play at the other end of the field. Went for the intercept. If he doesn't get hands on it, it's a Warriors try. This is a 12-point turnaround, as they say. Talangi spins out of that tackle. Somebody missed that one-on-one tackle. I'm trying to see who it was. Graham Torfer. The youngster. Graham Torfer. Not for the first time tonight. They have exposed him. 18 points to 12. Paul Alamotti to step up and put them beyond a converted try. 16 minutes to go. This could be season defining for the Baby Panthers. No Origin stars. An important match for them to at least put in a performance. As Alamotti to give the Panthers an 8-point lead. Puts it down the middle. Paul Alamotti with his second conversion of the night. Panthers lead 20 points to 12. Don't forget, Wasted World of Sports coming up immediately after this game. The Crusaders versus the Chiefs. Super Rugby final. I can't wait. I'm excited for that one. But 15 and a half minutes to go here. Still 15 and a half minutes to go as the Warriors get us back underway. Penrith will start the set on their own 20. Don't think for 1 second this game's over yet, though. Richard Trainer, you need Adam and Nickel for $1,200 payout. Well, I've actually got, I spoke about this just on halftime. I've actually got this little doozy running at the moment. All 6 teams to score 1+ try each half as Schneider gets this kick away for the Panthers on halfway. It's taken by Tuivasa-Sheck, and RTS brings it back. 35 out from his own line in midfield. Rectub, thank you very much for the 10 stickers over there, the gifts on TikTok, as the Warriors have got a penalty here. A piggyback upfield. Like I said, she's not over. But yes, Rectub, thank you very much for that. Okay, so all 6 teams to score at least 1 try in every half. $50 stake for $375 return. So I think we're on after this game. $14 minutes left to play. Egan onto Fisher-Harris. $40 meters out. Ford spins out of one, but plenty more pink jerseys there. Clark, out the back it goes from Metcalf, all bandaged up. Two tackles left here for the Warriors. Clark, oh, they get all tangled up there, the Warriors, but it's play on. 5th and last, 10 meters out from the line. Metcalf's on the right edge, chips it in over the top, not really anywhere near the goal line. Pompey bats it back, and Graham Tolfer spills it into touch. Panthers ball. $13 minutes to play. 8 points the difference. Warriors thought this will be easy dub without their stars, says D. I don't know what's up with my TikTok chat. Oh, there we go. That's better. Better on this screen. I'll leave it over here. Even though that means I have to look away, it is a little bit better. I don't know what's going on there. My TikTok text is all crunched up against each other. Really weird. Very difficult to read. So I do apologize, TikTok chat room. I haven't been as interactive as I normally am over there on that chat, but because I'm struggling to read it, something has screwed up my text. Schneider gets the kick downfield anyway, and the Warriors will start this set 30 out from their own line. Wayde Egan from dummy half takes it into Panthers territory. If anybody on TikTok knows what I've done to my chat room font, please do let me know. I'll fix it up for the next stream. The next stream, of course, being Chiefs versus Crusaders, coming up immediately after this. 5th and last for the Warriors. 30 out from the line. Metcalf puts the kick for the corner. Contestable ball, but what a take from Jenkins. Honestly, Jenkins Man of the match performance from him so far. He's been very instrumental in this. Papali'i brings it out to the 20. 11 minutes left in this one. Penrith up 20 points to 12. And now they shift it to the right. They've got numbers as well and an open space. Well, that's not who you want out there. Luke Garner out on the wing. Takes it up to halfway. 2 tackles left. Schneider started running with intent and running directly in the second half. A much better performance. 5th and last now. Schneider puts this one high. Not a lot of distance. The Warriors let it bounce, and it bounces awkwardly. It's going to sit up for Alamotti, and Alamotti scores. Paul Alamotti gets the try. It's a second tick off the multi. And you've got to say, the Warriors have absolutely pooped the bed here today. The Panthers with no origin stars. The ambush of all ambushes. 24-12 kick to come. Alamotti with the second tick. If Halasima can bag a consolation try, at least we get our bonus bet back. Penrith 24, Warriors 12. And Penrith are now inside the top 8. So, for everybody named UFC that was giving me heaps in the chat room and how I should just give up on the Panthers this season, they are now in the top 8. Knee Crumbler, are you at the game? Why do I feel like we just saw the Knee Crumbler in the crowd? As Paul Alamotti lines up this shot at conversion. With 9 minutes still left to play, I'm not ruling anything out in season 2025. Alamotti puts this one on target. Does it stay inside the upright? It does. 26 points to 12. Don't forget, Waste Water Sports coming up straight after this. Crusaders versus Chiefs Super Rugby final. Metcalf goes short with the restart. Oh, penalty. They're offside. Oh, Warriors. Offside from the kickoff. Unforgivable. Penalty to the Panthers. Well, I'm sorry. You can't get that wrong. In front of the kicker from the kickoff. And that is just something you cannot get wrong. That is inexcusable. Panthers find touch now. 30 out from the try line. And they could put some more hurt on here. 25 out from the line, and you just can't get that wrong. That is simple stuff. 15 out now. Panthers, 8 minutes left. 26-12, they lead. Schneider inside for Papali'i. Carries it to the 10. Kenny in a dummy half. Gives it to Schneider. Dummy's inside. Sends it out. A hospital ball it was there for poor Luke Garner. Smith. Short ball for Papali'i. And Papali'i's a meter out here. Tries to back his way over the line. 5th and last for the Panthers. Kenny fires it out, and it's been spilt again by Schneider. Not for the first time tonight that Schneider has dropped the ball cold on fifth and last, but at least this one's rather inconsequential. 7 minutes to play. 14 points the difference. Well, this could be a penalty to the Panthers here. And it is a penalty to Penrith. A late tackle. Schneider dropped the ball and then recollected it and then was taken out unnecessarily. And they'll take the 2 here. Paul Alamotti steps up. Okay, so the Panthers jump up into 6th place, at least temporarily. Because should the Dolphins get the win in the next game, they'll immediately go back up ahead of them. But temporarily, at least, the Panthers are into 6th spot. But the Dolphins and the Broncos probably expected to win. And, of course, they've got teams with buys as well. Manly have got the bye, so they'll jump up ahead of them. So it's going to be a very, very temporary stay inside the 8 for the Panthers. But this was a huge, huge win in the context of their season. As Alamotti lines this one up. Well, let's just have a look. Let's just theorize and say Dolphins beat the Knights. Broncos to beat the Sharks. And then Bulldogs, Dragons, and Manly with the bye. So the Panthers would end up in 9th spot at the end of this round. 28 points to 12 as Alamotti puts this one over. Five and a half minutes left to go. Warriors go short again. And this time the Panthers pluck it out of the air. Tungo, I believe it was. And it looks like they've got the job done here, the Panthers. All right. I'll be right back. We've got a Super Rugby final to try and get ready. Fifth and last here for the Panthers. Schneider puts this kick up. Contestable ball. Batted back by the Warriors. Nickel Klokstad comes away with it. And a penalty to the Warriors. So 16, 3 tries in 4.5 minutes is probably not happening. Probably not happening. Innocent Anglerfish says, hey, it's all good, Warriors. Supporting you guys hard. Good win, Panthers. Next, boys. On to the next for the Warriors. And who is next for the Warriors, actually? Because we talked at the top of the stream about how this might be a little bit of a banana peel game for them. It's proven to be the case. The Warriors have coming up the Broncos. The Warriors have got the Broncos at Suncorp, of course, because, I mean, why wouldn't the Broncos be playing at Suncorp? And then they've got the bye. So, pretty important for the Warriors to get their season back on track. I mean, not that they're going anywhere, but get their season back on track with a statement victory at Suncorp. It's in the afternoon. We know that the Broncos can't play during the daytime. So the Warriors are a chance there. And then they've got the bye in round 18. Yeah. Yeah, let's not forget that. The Broncos They don't know how to play during the daytime. That'll be interesting to see. All right. Hey, Wasted Water Sports. Thank you so much for joining us for this one. There's 2.5 minutes still remaining in this game, but the Panthers lead 28 points to 12. We have got to skip over now to the Super Rugby final, the Crusaders versus the Chiefs. So we will end the stream here. If you follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you join us, I will be setting that stream up momentarily, okay? So we're going to end this one. Do give us a follow or a like or a subscribe, whichever platform you're on, to jump on for the next stream, which is coming up in about 9 minutes' time. Crusaders versus the Chiefs. Super Rugby final. Let's go. So hope to see you there. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. And then if you're only interested in Rugby League and the NRL, I'll be back later tonight for the Rabbitohs versus Storm. So that's what's coming up. There's a minute and a half left in this game. Panthers have got it in the bag. Season back on track, perhaps, for them. All right, Crusaders, Chiefs, Super Rugby final. Catch you there momentarily.